G'day guys, welcome back to Valheim. I'm hot off the heels of the previous episode. I can't get enough of Valheim, to be honest. We're about to do a bit more building in this episode. As you can see behind me though, we've got our lovely ash vines growing. Not entirely sure of the height that they grow to, but I wonder if I should be adding a little bit more here just so that we can guarantee if they do grow a little bit higher, whether or not they can sort of climb up a little bit more. I might start with that actually, because we should have enough copper, I think, to do what we want to do. So let me just see if I can grab that. And it shouldn't really be too difficult because we've got the Black Forge already out there. So that's another 4 copper, exactly the amount that we need. So let's do it. Very soggy, stormy day. Exactly how we left it in the previous episode. Not the best kind of day to be building, but at least we're not hanging out in the Ashlands though. So, and yeah, I'm not entirely sure if we'll hang out in the Ashlands today. We'll see how we go. It could be that we will do that a bit later. We're just in here, so we should be able to just add more. Okay, cool. Again, as I mentioned in the previous episode, I'm not sure if things will grow further, but if they don't, then I'll just take the 2 sections at the top off, and yeah, have it where it is. We're getting some vine berries from it, but then there's also this wall here, which I reckon we can definitely get like another vine, you know, or ash vine growing here, and that should give us a bit more. And I don't know how many we should be growing to sustain ourselves. Obviously we do need quite a bit if we're going to continually make the potions and also the pies. Speaking of the potions, we did make our very first batch yesterday. It is still fermenting though, but hopefully we'll actually get some to work with in the next coming days or so. And maybe by the time we actually go out to the Ashlands again, we'll actually have it in hand and we can actually give it a try. Yeah, the way I think about it is that we should be perhaps using the lingering health potions when we know that we're about to sort of go into a tough fight. But oftentimes though, we don't really know when a tough fight is about to happen, if that makes sense, because I feel like we often get surprised by enemies while we're out there. So yeah, still unknown of how useful the new potion is going to be, but I'm excited to give it a go anyway. Alright, this is our main focus for the day. Just trying to get this building done. Hopefully we'll get it done. Or at the very least, very close to being done. There we go. Gonna need to fetch some more wood, I reckon. Okay, let me just quickly glide down here and we'll quickly grab a bit of extra wood. Yeah, I've got piles of grouse and piles of wood just sitting everywhere. Our home is a bit of a mess right now. You know what? I reckon our home's been a bit of a mess for a very long time. It's not the tidiest home. And I didn't exactly choose the easiest spot to build my home either. It's like We're right on the side of the mountain, and I think I chose this because we wanted to be able to go back to the mountains if we ever needed something up there. But I think we may have also exhausted all of the silver on this mountain. So, you know, it's not exactly the best location if you think about it. I feel like maybe we could have chosen a different spot, having known that we would exhaust so much silver. But anyway, it is what it is. We are accepting our decisions. I do like the fact that we're sort of like built right off the coast though. I think that is quite exciting, you know, being able to wake up and immediately see the ocean view. Prime real estate. Whoops. Okay, so looking very good. I just need to sort of figure out how I'm going to sort of place the pieces on the very top. That's the issue. Can I use one of these pieces? Will that work? No, slightly offset. Okay. I'm just trying to think if there's a way I can get things to sort of marry up right in the center. You just pick up all of this stuff. Tar, yeah, I might need a little bit of extra tar. Let's just grab that and yeah, let's try and resolve this. I need a decent place to sort of be able to sort of finagle things in, you know? I'm just gonna take these two pieces down just to see what happens if we try to use snapping points on the pillar here. Yeah, okay, it doesn't exactly work. Okay, so what I'm going to try and do is sort of... yeah, we're going to need to sort of freeform a little bit. Like so. And I think that's going to have to do. Just a tiny bit of freeforming on the very top. Unless, look, I do want to keep that piece in there because that, I feel like that worked out quite well for us, but is there a possibility that I add like a piece in like that, and would that then help us with placing down the pieces the way we need it to go in? Let's just take a look. Let me extend this a little bit more, like so. And then I take that down and just connect it there. Does that look okay? Oh, actually no, that's snapping to the wrong thing. Okay, that's sort of going underneath a little bit, which is probably not what we want. So we're probably just going to attach things from this freeform piece at the very top, since it's already quite well placed, if I may say so myself. But yeah, I think if we do something like that, and then maybe if we do one of these pieces at the very corner, we can guide the last piece in on this side. So yeah, that looks good. And then we should be able to get rid of this and sort of replicate the stuff on the other side. But let's fix all of this side first. So I need a couple of pieces, obviously, each. Like so. Yeah, looking good. Right, now. Should be able to just simply add these to the top. And we are looking pretty good, if I may say so myself. Look, it's a little bit offset, right? It's not the most accurate. Like, there's a little bit of this thing that's, you know, off center, if you will. So, but I think I can live with that. It's not as obvious. Just gather up all of this, and the sun is going down, so I might actually just come back to this a little bit later. There's a few other things that I want to get done. I'm just keeping an eye out on the vines here, but it doesn't seem to be giving us like berries constantly. I don't know how long we have to actually wait before we actually see the berries respawn. I'm gonna keep the forge here because it is likely that we'll have to take these off if I don't see the vines moving up at least, you know, towards the end of this episode. And yeah, perhaps maybe we do want to start thinking about placing at least one more vine or ash vine over on this wall. And yeah, I guess this is the thing, like, I think maybe some people were leveling some criticisms with me sort of placing the vine in what maybe some people believed to be under another roof in a different structure. I don't know if this is the structure that they meant, but I mean, I was looking at it and it was like, you know, the roof is not over this thing, so that's why I chose this location. But, you know, it's all a learning process, and I'm glad that we've figured it out, finally. Well, I have figured it out, finally. Let's have a sleep. I do want to spend some time cooking a little bit as well, because we've got plenty of the fine berries now, so we should be able to make those pies. I think a limiting factor for the crust pie is going to be the eggs, or the vulture eggs. Someone did actually mention that if you destroy a vulture nest, you should be able to find some eggs in the nest as well. So you do get vulture eggs from destroying the nests and also actually, you know, killing the vultures themselves. So we should actually look into finding more of those nests and actually getting those eggs. But yes, the sun is still coming up right now, so it's still a little bit dark out there. We may as well spend some time now making some pies and such. So let's do that. I'm willing to steal some wood from our kitchen. So let's take a look at the pies. The pies need... it'll be the flour, but then a few other things, right? Yep. Vine berry clusters and vulture eggs, and then... uncooked pecan pie. The aspen tails and vine berry clusters. Okay, cool. So let's do it. Let's grab a few bags of flour. Bunch of vine berries. Bunch of vulture eggs. Bunch of aspen tails. Actually, are they tails or are they just like simply meat? Oh yeah, they are tails. There you go. Right, so maybe we do... well, I suppose maybe we just do 4 of these and we'll quickly bake them. Then we can do another 4 of the pecan pies. Yeah, we are going to be so ready for the next time we go into the Ashlands. But you know what? As soon as I say things like this, where I feel like I'm feeling a lot more confident about going to the Ashlands, it's gonna kick my butt immediately. So, you know, I should be careful about what I say. Do I want to make more? I suppose I could. You know, there's nothing stopping me from making more. So let's just wait for the pies here. Maybe we want to check on... oh yeah, okay, our fermenter is done. Let's take a look at these things. Lingering healing meads. I'll bring some with me. But obviously, yeah, I need to manage our storage a little bit here. It's probably time, guys, that we upgrade the chest. I think I might do that in this episode, in fact, but let's come back to that once we complete the work we need to do outside. Yeah, I feel like we're going to be carrying quite a few potions on us constantly. But yeah, let's drop that there, and I reckon... yeah, so that's... we only have a little bit of space to work with to sort of carry stuff, which is a bit unfortunate, but... anyway. More pecan pies. And... I think I'll do just another couple of crust pies as well. Right, now we should be able to just drop all of those in. Obviously need to wait a little bit more. So... yeah, I don't know what's best, whether or not we should still continue to consume some of the stuff that we've been working with, or if I should just immediately go with the better foods. I'm just going to leave stuff for now, because, you know, we are, you know, staying at home for a little bit. Possibly the entire episode, to be honest. So we don't really need to bring some of the really, really good foods with us right now. Let's, again, make sure we bring these. Vine berries. Yeah, the smoke puffs, I do need to make a point of just picking these up when I see them. Actually, the pies, they didn't really need those smoke puffs, did they? What do I need the smoke puffs for? Oh, it's the potions that need the smoke puffs. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, anyway, it does not matter for now, because we're dealing with more important things right now, which is making sure that McLock's face is housed. I wonder if I should have given this more space. Yeah, it seems to be... Ah, okay, yeah. I see what's going on. I see what's going on. So, I feel like the plants just randomly grows in certain directions, and maybe this is already sort of like the end of the line, because it wants to grow to the side. That is possibly the reason why we're not seeing it sort of grow even bigger. Again, that's just a theory of mine, but I could be wrong. I might do a little bit more of an experiment by maybe adding more of the dividers on the second vine that we've already planted. But anyway, back again with this roof. So the easy part is done. Now comes the hard part of making the circular section, or the curved section on this side. So let's see what we can do about that. The other thing that is a worry though is the supports are not really holding this roof up on the sides, so I might need to sort of reinforce that. In fact, I might work on that first, because the last thing we want to do is to, you know, take the supporting sections off and then find that it just falls over. I think maybe I need to be able to just reach up there without having to jump around so much. Now I should be able to repair all of this. Right, so if I add like pieces like that, okay, that's definitely sticking out, so not the best. What if we add a piece like that? Does that touch the side? And is that sufficient? I think it is holding it up, isn't it? So I think that's what we're going to work with. So let's do the same on this side. Okay. And look, before we go any further, I should try and take the supporting sections off. I might leave this, well actually I'll take that down because it's easy to put it back in. But yeah, I just want to take that off just to see what happens initially. Yeah, okay, that's still poking out a little bit, so I'm definitely wanting to take that down. But what I could do is, I think I could maybe just add this piece in and then add this piece in off of that. Yeah, like that, and then we can take this back down. Yeah, cool. Things are holding. Very good. So I think I should replicate that on the other side as well. So let's just go ahead and do that. Yeah, working on this side is a little bit of an issue, isn't it? I do need something to hold myself up. Okay, alright. So I do want this piece back, just temporarily. This piece as well. But I should be able to take the other supporting pieces off from the sides here. Let's just do that as well. Alright. We'll do a tiny bit of repairing here. Now, on to the difficult part. How do we get the curve going? I mean, we've done curves quite a few times, but they're not easy. So, I don't know why I do this to myself all the time. But anyway, here we are. Let's see if I can just try something by initially sort of going this way. Yep, immediate curve there as well. Yep, okay. So that actually looks decent. Whether or not it will translate to looking the way we want as we sort of climb up here is another story. We may have to sort of, you know, change what we've got going around here. But let's cross that bridge later. Let's do the same exact thing on this side. So sweet, alright. Looking good. Now the center area here. I mean, does that work? I'm not sure. It could perhaps maybe go out a little bit more, because I'm feeling like we might need like a couple of these pieces sort of coming in like this, but then it's like super straight on this side. I mean, that's not a bad look though. It's not a bad look. But let me experiment. So if we just get rid of all of that, and if we, let's say, go in with another angled piece, like so, and then we do the same thing on this side. Does that work? Oh, actually, that's off anyway. Don't know how that happened, but... Okay, that's relatively symmetrical, but then... Oh yeah, okay, alright. Look, that's not bad. It's not bad. Do I like it more than what we initially went for? Let me just double check this from afar. Helps to try and observe and get a better perspective on stuff. I think this actually looks a little bit better. Shape-wise, like if I'm looking at it from the very top. So we might go with this. The issue obviously is, you know, this part which I've already mentioned, but then, you know, making sure that we get exactly the same thing on the other side. Again, trying to be careful and systematic about how we do things here. Try and hopefully get the right outcome. So if we do... Hang on. As I could just like follow along and just like place this there, but should I be maybe using the corner of this next piece here as our guide? Why does that just disappear? Oh, actually, wrong corner. Like that. Like, does that... Or is that even exactly the same thing going on down here? I don't think it is. So it's slightly different. It seems to be okay. And then from here we just go like that. And like that. Maybe let's not do that piece just yet. Let's see if things end up marrying up if we followed through with doing the same exact thing on this side. I mean, it looks pretty clean, in my opinion. I mean, the question is, how do we deal with the very top of it, though? So... do we add these pieces in? I feel like I always start having issues when I use these corner pieces. So I'm not really always a fan of these things, but... and then maybe we can then add these. Does it make sense to do so? I mean, arguably if I added this piece though, could I take down like some of the other stuff that's going on the top? That could actually be a decent replacement. Anyway, it is getting a little late, so it's probably a good time for us to have a sleep. We'll once again inspect our farm. Again, things are not growing, so... I wonder if it's worthwhile, like, redoing this entire section, having the dividers be a little bit wider, and therefore allowing the vines to grow a bit more. Just saying. This one seems to have grown quite a bit compared to the first one that we tried, so yeah, I'm not sure what the science is behind any of that. I guess it could be random, maybe? Let's see what's going on this side. Yeah, things are looking okay. Pretty decent. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe we need at least one more vine growing somewhere, so we'll come back to that. Wood. I think maybe we should fetch a little bit more wood. I think the tar, hopefully we will have enough tar. We don't have any more tar here, and I really don't want to have to go out and try and fetch some more, to be honest, guys. It's like fetching tar is not exactly the most exciting activity, but if it has to be done, it has to be done, you know? Yeah, just make sure that we have a bit of wood here in all of our fires and stuff. You know, one thing that I really wished the devs would do, or would add into the game, is some kind of additional buff that you get from, you know, actually going into the bath and, you know, enjoying a bit of a soak. Because I think that's a bit of a missed opportunity. Okay, so I'm just trying to think of what we should do here. What I might try is I might try to add one of these pieces right here. And then I'm gonna see what happens if we just replace some of these pieces with the ridge piece. Because the ridge piece might look much better for this section of the roof, right? So it makes sense for the ridge pieces to be in play. I mean, alternatively, I could just put a piece of wood, like a beam that just runs over the top of the structure, but I think it makes sense for that to be there. And it does sort of fit perfectly. But because our initial roof was sort of slightly off in terms of, you know, not being center exactly, I doubt that we'll actually be able to, you know, make it look any better on the inside. But at least on the top, it would look quite nice with this. And I'm thinking maybe it is the play, because yeah, even if we don't go with these pieces in the end, I think it makes sense to use the ridges at the very top. So let me get rid of these pieces and we'll replace them. Okay, let's just inspect. Yep, looks good. Still not center though, I assume. Let me just have a look from this side. It looks much better than before though, I must admit. So, pretty happy with that. Okay. Let's come back to the problem area though. Let me just get rid of these pieces. I'm not sure if I will actually use them. Are we happy with how this has turned out? That's the question that I have. I wonder if there's a way for us to get this sitting sort of right in the middle. I don't think that's going to be possible. Let's see. Do we need another piece that sits sort of in the center somewhat? Like there. Just to balance things out a little, you know. Let me just retry putting these back in. I'm not entirely sure I got it right. There. And... yeah, okay, I did get it right. Would it be better if I... whoops. Would it be better if I angled it even more? Like so. No, I don't think that makes sense. Although this is a little bit closer to closing the gap, if you will, but... Alright, I'll leave this side as is, but I'm just going to take all of this back down, and I'm going to run an additional experiment here where we try to align this exactly snapping to the one below it, if that makes sense. So, like so. So that'll sort of work its way up this way. I wonder if that sort of marries up. It kind of does, doesn't it? So, that does look pretty clean. Tiny gap there. Which, hang on. Why is there a gap? There shouldn't be a gap. Which means I haven't exactly aligned it. So, let me try that again. That should be correct now. Let's have a look. No, that's not right. Very, very difficult to get the snapping right here. If I do auto... Yeah, okay, that's sort of what we want. It's alright, but we are starting to get, like, this sort of stuff happening here, which... not ideal. Do we even need this piece there? So maybe what I'm gonna do is just try to experiment with adding to what we've got on the lowest layer. Just with auto snapping and see what happens. Alright, it's time for a snack and time for some more repairs to our hammer. Running out of omelets, so... yeah, let's have another one. We can always make some more omelets. Foods. Let's have some chook. Let's do these repairs. Vines are looking nice, but we're not really getting a lot of fruit from them though, so maybe it does take quite a while for those fruit to respawn. Alright, so that's not exactly where we want it. Let's just see if we can try and build stuff from below. I think we'll probably get a little bit more accurate that way. Oh, man. Yeah. Hot on our tail. I forget which boss this is. Let's just eat something else. Yeah, stew might be enough. Equipment-wise, I think we're still looking pretty good. Let's go out there. Let's kite these guys. Ah yeah, Brenna, I think, is the boss. We've got starred skeletons. I'm just trying to remember where the boss has spawned though. I don't see the boss anywhere. Plenty of the underlings. Maybe there's no boss. Oh, there she is. Okay. Right. Hello, fellow friends. Let's hang around here. She got burnt. Okay, cool. We should be able to use the demolisher, actually. That should give us extra damage, I think. Blown away. Alright, I think I did see a trophy. Did a trophy drop? Maybe not. Okay. Oh, that's that. Let's head back this way, and I just want to quickly drop the bones that we don't need. Oh yes, I did get the trophy. Renner trophy. I think we might have a few now. There we go. Oh yes, I have some extra stuff that I don't really need to be carrying around with me. Let me just stash that away. Oh, okay. Yep, let's be careful. Ooh, okay, yeah, I just saw this. That's not exactly what I wanted, what I had in mind. Anyway, that's what you get for doing stuff late at night, not being able to see properly. Okay, are we satisfied with the shape? I don't know, I feel like, so if we let this sort of play out further, obviously it's gonna all sort of stick out. So no matter how you think about it, we're going to have to start sort of playing around with doing shapes like this at the very top, at the very least. I mean, that's not a bad look. But then, I don't know, I feel like this might suit us better. Let's see what happens if I just add the corresponding piece on the other side. Like that? No, actually needs to be curved a little bit more. Like that. Yeah. It's not exactly the same, is it? There. So we'll have these little bits here, you know, jutting out, which is okay. It's not too bad. Let's see. Let's try and add the last remaining piece. Yeah, more jutting out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm a big fan of how that looks. Let me remove all of that. So we can do a little bit of a comparison here of the shape if we go with just sort of following the snapping points. And it's decent because I feel like it's sort of covering the inside of the ceiling a little bit more compared to this one, which has a bit of an opening like that. I'm gonna see if I can do something about maybe adding to this build, just to see what it might look like if we sort of continue that work further up. Yeah, okay, so that's quite good. Maybe right there. No, not quite. Getting a little dark, so once again, let's have a sleep. Just checking on whether or not we've got any fruits. Any berries, rather. Yeah, it feels like it takes a very long time for the berries to grow. I'm wondering if we'll be able to sustain ourselves with just the vines that we currently have. I'm thinking we might need a hell of a lot more. I could perhaps utilize the space that we have out in the plains, for example. So the plains, we've got actually quite a decent farm going on out there. Of course, I do still need to grow barley as well, but I think we can still grow both barley and the vines in that one spot. Assuming that it will actually grow in that biome, that's you know, another thing. But considering, you know, it didn't tell us that we had to build it in the Ashlands biome, I assume it can grow anywhere. Right, so that looks all right. Let me see if it'll work better if we try to just curve our way at this point. Like that. Maybe. One thing that I might do is I just want to do a slight comparison to what we've done or what we've got going on this side. Just trying to see what we did. I mean, I guess it helps that it sort of blends together with the roof over here. I'm actually not looking forward to replacing all of this with Grouston. Oh lord, it's gonna be a pain. Okay. Do have a bit of an idea, but I don't know if it would work for our stable here. Okay, so this is another method, potentially, that we can go with, where we sort of add that piece, just marrying up with the center, I forget what you call this piece, the ridge, and that way we might then be able to sort of at least cover most of it. There'll be a little hole here. Maybe that's not a bad thing to have a tiny little hole there, just for air circulation. Not that we really need it. It's not like we're going to have any fires going on in here, but still. If we get rid of that piece and let's see. If I can add that in. And would it be better perhaps to just run this from that corner? Like so. Doesn't seem like a bad look. Then we sort of continue on like so. Get rid of that. Yeah, actually that's working relatively well. So we sort of need to replicate that on this side. Yeah, a lot of experimentation and a very, very slow episode, I feel, this one, guys. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I can get behind this. Yeah, I mean, that's looking really good, guys. Nice and clean as well. So, look, there's probably an opportunity maybe to add, like, some more stuff like so. Maybe, is it needed? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, I mean, it's just overcomplicating things, I think. So, I think this is the episode, though, for now, guys. So we're really, really close to completing this damn thing. I've sort of had enough of it already, but I'm actually getting really excited to be able to house McLock's face. So that's definitely happening in the next episode, I feel. Whether or not we divide the space within it is maybe something that I need to think about between episodes, but for now, I'm really happy with where we're at. We've got vine berries, vines growing, we've got the stable almost ready. Things are looking good. Perhaps maybe a little bit more of an exciting one in the next one as we try to explore even more. Perhaps maybe go for that next question mark. We'll see how we go. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. Otherwise, stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.